This is the 5th and 6th grade choir, and when we started this, we were hoping, as many of you know, for 25 or 30 kids, and we ended up with 66. So now we have 2 choirs, and we are very, very grateful to the library. Miss Elisa McDonald back there is in charge, and they are hosting us to give your students a nice place to come and to learn this music. We have with us Miss Rosie Waugh. She is the assistant director and a music major at Ball State University. And Miss Karen Bell is one of the music teachers here at Newcastle. She's volunteering with the kids. Tim Wilkinson is the accompanist. And I'm Judy Hubbard. So we have several people that are working with the children at this point. We are very proud of them that they have learned to use several different techniques. And one of those techniques, when you begin to learn to sing, is to make the difference between a head voice and a chest voice, which we all have, but most people don't know. Chest voice is what we talk with. And head voice is where the girls get high notes, or the boys eventually, they sing when they're young in head voice, and then they will always be able to sing there. It just depends on if they use it or not. They have to find their voice to try to figure out what to do with all of this. So, we'll demonstrate for you just a little bit. When they're trying to find their voices, some of you that have sat in the back, you may have heard them do this. They do all kinds of sirens, like that there's an ambulance coming down the street. So let's demonstrate that to them just a little bit. Okay, ready? Here we go. Sirens. High voice, and then they're not afraid to do it that way. Sometimes, especially when we have boys in the group, we use a little technique, it's called basketball. And so they use their chest voice, and they dribble the basketball, and then they have to shoot it in their head voice. So let's dribble first, and then shoot the basketball, okay? So, dribble, shoot! Okay, now I want you to shoot that clear back there to those people way in the back row, okay, a really long one. And what they're going to do is take that head voice all the way down to their lower voice. So someday, when they're a little bit older, they can do that. Okay, so here we go with a dribble. Dribble, shoot it, wait. Like that. So they're learning how to use those voices. Tim, can you give us a high B flat? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. they can sing really high notes just like high school girls can. And this is where they learn how to do that, okay? The other thing that they're going to start to learn to do is sing lots and lots of harmonies. Now, those of you that were in here for the 3rd and 4th grade, they start out in 3rd grade and they learn to sing, for instance, around, and we do row, row, row your boat. Then they learn to sing stacked up things, and that is much, much harder. So, let's see, if I divide right through here, that's group 1. And if I divide right through Miss Criswell, that'll be group 2 in there. Go this way, actually. Okay? And then you'll be group 3. So you're going to sing do, and you're going to sing mi, and you're going to sing so. See you? Okay, ready, go. Do, hang on. Mi, hang on, hang on. So. Okay, so eventually they are singing one thing but hearing something else out of their ears. Usually into the 7th grade, beginning of 8th grade is when we try to get 3-part harmony going on. And these guys have already kind of accomplished that. You heard them if you were at the Thanksgiving show. They did a song that was called Yonder Come Day, and it is in 3 parts. It starts out in unison, goes to 2 parts, and then our men section, hold your hands up, men. Our men section carries one of the parts all by themselves, and then we come back down to 2 and down to 1. So we're going to try to do that for you again, okay?
Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Sun is a rising in my soul.
So hopefully they start learning to hear pitches really accurately in their ears. Now Miss Rosie here is going to take things through a couple of exercises so you can see what we've been working on. They have to have a system of how to find these pitches. How far are they away? And those of you that maybe ever watched the old Sound of Music and they did do, if you hear a female deer, it's kind of the same thing. So they sing a scale and they use their hands. The reason that they do, it's been a proven point that if you use the more senses that you use, then you're going to learn better. So they sing, they can hear it. Then if they use this, then there are 3 areas that hopefully we're trying to get to their brain. So Tim, you'll give them a C, and then Rosie will lead them through. Okay?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Okay. Now they have to listen with their ears to see how far away some of those pitches are. At this point, Rosie's not working with their voice at all. She's working with her ears so that they can match those pitches. So let's see. They are not quite sure what she's going to do. So we'll see how they do. Thank you, everybody.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, do, mi, sol, do.
Okay, so we're beginning with some of that so they can get those pitches in their head. The next skill we're going to try to show you is every children's choir starts to learn to sing a foreign language. And the one that we're going to do is called Dodali. It's a Hebrew song. It comes from Israel, and it's a love song that comes out of the Old Testament. So we will have 3 soloists here in a minute. You will not be able to understand what they're saying because they're singing in Hebrew. Okay. Really hard. As we said when we started, we had no idea that they were going to become so popular. They've had to learn some Christmas songs for the library's open house and also for the lighting downtown of the lights. They learned Thanksgiving songs and did a really, really fine job at the Ministerial Association's celebration for Thanksgiving. 4 different songs tonight. So they worked really, really hard, and we're very proud of them. So I would like to give them a little applause. Those of you that maybe were at both can hear the difference. And these students are getting a little older, and they can use their head voice a little better. They're learning how. You heard some potential in 3 of these soloists, the difference in the sound. They were using head voice at that point. So we're real pleased about that. One other thing that we have learned and they kind of like to do. We're not especially state winners yet or anything, but we like to do some choreography. And that is quite a challenge for them. You can't imagine how many decisions their mind is making. They got to sing the words, they got to sing the notes, they got to get their feet in the right place, and all the time look out here and smile at you. So we're going to try just a little bit of This Joint is Jumping. So you guys move, okay? They can too. They have to learn. They have to learn by doing it and just having fun with it. And again, we want to thank all of you for giving your children this opportunity to have music experiences. So many people in today's society are not getting this anymore. So the whole child doesn't get educated. So I thank you so much. Before they leave, I'm going to give them a little treat, and I'll tell you the secret of the treat. There's a little piece of candy. That's not the big deal. I have always had a tradition with my choirs that they have a Christmas ornament that goes on the tree. And then that comes from little bitty all the way up till maybe they're seniors in high school. So these guys will leave, and there's an angel, which I kind of think they're all kind of angels. Some nights. And it says on it, Raintree Children's Choir, and they can put that on their tree. And maybe when they're this age someday, they can look back and remember that very, very first concert when I was so nervous. And since then, they've performed, you know, everywhere, all over the state. But this is where it started at. For those of you that do have children up here, this Thursday we perform for the Lions Club. And then we do not have rehearsal tomorrow night because it's Westwood's Christmas Club. And not club, program. And then next Tuesday we don't perform, but then on the 16th, that's when we put on our little Santa hats and perform here at the library, and we perform at 2:30. 15th, did I say 16th? 15th, thank you very much. And then also, I hope all of these are going to be back, because there's lots and lots more to learn yet, and they'll be back with us. And bring their friends. Get a enrollment form if your students didn't bring it home, or if you want to give it to some of your friends. And thank you so much for giving us these children to develop into musicians. That's all there is, folks.